Alrighty, thanks for clicking on Last Cup Live right here on News Center Maine Plus. We are on to Thursday, the 11th of December, which if you do some quick math, will tell you that Christmas is 2 weeks from today. Today, 2 weeks.
I don't like that math. Anyway, I'm not quite ready yet.
No.
We're going to start here with some stories that we've been following this morning, beginning with this. A man convicted of shooting and killing another man in Biddeford 12 years ago is challenging his conviction. Bub Nagani is currently serving a 40-year sentence for killing Charles Rabine in 2013. Prosecutors say the shooting was part of a drug-related robbery. Nagani pleaded guilty, but is now arguing that he did not receive sufficient legal representation at the time.
A man from Holton charged with possession of child pornography is now out on bail. Police say they met with somebody last month who said that they had witnessed Brian Hayes with images of children being sexually abused. Police seized Hayes' phone, say they found several such images on it. No word yet on when he will have his day in court.
We have more details now about the City of Sanford's decision to pause its needle exchange program for 1 year. City Manager Stephen Buck says over the past year, the city has spent about $200,000 collecting and disposing of more than 40,000 syringes. Buck says needle litter has become a public health crisis. The pause is meant to help the city better address substance use disorder while getting needle disposal under control. Buck says after 1 year, the city will review the results of the pause and decide on next steps.
State regulators are saying that Central Maine Medical Center has to regain its status as a trauma center or it will not be able to be sold. The nonprofit Prime Healthcare Foundation is trying to buy the hospital, but CMMC let its trauma status lapse earlier this month. The state says that is a violation of one of the conditions of sale. The hospital has until the 21st of December to respond.
And a reminder for drivers this holiday season, if you have Christmas lights or other decorative lights on your car, you need to turn them off before hitting the road. Officers say they have seen cars with Christmas string lights on mirrors, roof racks, and grills. Maine law actually prohibits auxiliary lighting on vehicles while on a public way. That includes decorative lights or under vehicle lights. So you could, get cited if you're driving around with a car that looks like this.
It's kind of cool looking though.
It is really cool.
I wish there was a happy medium.
I was just thinking the exact same thing.
One strand of lights, really, but something like that. Okay, I mean maybe.
I wonder how they
That's a lot.
How do they get in and out? Is that what you're going to ask?
I wasn't, but that's a better question to ask. Ask a different one, but that makes way more,
I don't know.
How do they get in and out of that vehicle?
Don't know. Maybe on the driver's side.
Right, maybe the other side.
It's not lighted like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, we do have some problems right now. Over the last 24 hours, we've received some precipitation, and our temperatures are dropping. We're around the freezing mark along the coastline, so icy spots are possible, if not likely. There are a lot of reports of crews out there treating the roads, et cetera, et cetera. So be really careful early this morning. The storm system is moving away. We've got a high building in, but the air with that high is harshly cold. Like the wind, again, and the temps that are going to struggle again. You know the drill. We've done this like 3 or 4 times already in this short season. We'll start clearing out this morning. We'll have a mix of sunshine and clouds middle of the day and mostly clear this evening. But our temperatures in the wind will be sliding from the morning into the afternoon, which doesn't happen often, but that's how harsh this cold is and how strong it is. So clearing this morning, but it's very slippery. Sunshine, windy around 30 midday, and blustery and much colder this afternoon and evening in the 20s.
All right. So this first story here that we're going to talk about, I heard it, a bit of it, the premise of it, I guess, on the radio yesterday, and I quickly pulled over and I texted our producer, Sophia. I'm like, I want to talk about this with the guys tomorrow, I think, because it's an interesting topic and it brings up a lot of extra topics, which we always get into anyway.
I know, right?
So newly released data shows that a growing number of Americans are actually skimping out on ordering entrees at restaurants, and they just kind of stick to appetizers. According to Buyer's Edge platform, which tracks the food purchase of chain restaurants, appetizer sales across the country have risen by 20% this year. Meanwhile, the sale of entrees has gone up about 3%, which is less than its normal increase. Executives with the platform say they've never seen that kind of a hike in appetizers in the industry. They say they believe it's because more people are looking to save because they're worried about their finances. So as partakers in the eating out world, I thought this would be good for us to chat about.
Makes complete sense to me. I do think that's a factor, is price, but also a lot of appetizers aren't really appetizers. Like I read a thing many years ago now about how an appetizer is actually supposed to work as advertised. It's supposed to be a bite or two. It's not supposed to be like 10 chicken fingers. You know what I mean? It's supposed to just kind of get everything flowing, get you ready for the meal. But the appetizers you get in restaurants these days are full meals, a lot of them.
Well, they're shareable.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's restaurant specific, but yes. Yeah, I mean,
They're usually shareable size.
yeah.
Because you have multiple. Yeah,
I think
most people don't dine alone. I mean, majority of people go with other people.
Is there anything more disappointing
Than a small appetizer?
than getting the appetizer you're going to share with someone, and then you get it and you go,
can't.
oh, this isn't, no, I'm not sharing that. There's not enough to
we
share.
need another one.
Like if they bring in the appetizer and you're like, oh my gosh, guys, you got to help with,
Agreed.
like that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
That's the appetizer, so.
I also, I wonder if some of the reason might be because of, could it be about like all these weight loss drug pills?
People aren't as hungry.
They're not as hungry.
Right.
Ozempic. I mean, I don't know enough about Ozempic, but from what I hear, it doesn't suppress appetite.
Kills your appetite.
that's
Kills your appetite.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you
There you go.
wouldn't be
I think that's the answer. I think that's the reason.
I bet that
Yeah,
has
that's got
quite a
something
bit to do with it.
Yeah.
It's got to.
So as someone, I know you guys aren't as like obsessed with like health conscious eating as I am, but you eat pretty healthy and
Go ahead.
so Todd,
Yeah.
again,
You eat really healthy, and then
depending on the restaurant,
Yeah.
like if you're in the mood for an appetizer and you want to share something, is it disappointing when they don't have anything that's a healthy option? Like I feel like a lot of appetizers at a lot of restaurants are fried, or they're like dips that are really.
For me, it's not.
It's
I mean,
not?
No. When I go to a restaurant,
You're eating for pleasure, not for.
I'm eating for pleasure and I'm eating to get full.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
I want to be satisfied. It drives me nuts if I leave a restaurant and I'm not. By ordering normally, like I obviously, you can go there and order an abundance
make
of
yourself
food,
full, right?
and yes, but I feel like the restaurant industry is. It's one of my. It was my favorite job of my lifetime, working in a restaurant. I loved it. It was easily my favorite job. I mean, I love what I do now, but it was.
I was wondering if you were going to mention that.
Yes, I should, but I don't know. There's like a really just. It was that time of life where I was younger, and way more social and out more and all that. There's an energy in a restaurant that I really dug. It's almost like a competition to like get through a hard service and stuff like that, which is part like I crave that kind of thing, and I learned a lot and I loved it. But the restaurant industry seems out of whack right now. It's so expensive to go out to eat for a family of 4 or 2 or 1 for that matter. Portion size doesn't equate to price. Bars, the drink pours drive me nuts. That is my biggest, I think, flaw that I feel like is with the restaurant industry right now. Drink pours. You want to charge $15 to $20 for a martini? Go for it. Go for it. I will pay it. But pour me a damn drink. Pour me a damn drink.
period.
I'm pissed about it. It's ridiculous, the serving size and a pour for a cocktail.
For what you're paying.
For what you are paying.
It's not necessarily about the size of it. It's the price versus what's being delivered.
It's gotten smaller,
And you get the
and the
designer
price is
drinks
way more.
And the prices, the drinks they're out of control. I mean, it's by a mile the biggest profit.
And don't get me
margin
wrong.
at
In my
every
next life,
restaurant,
I'm gonna do something with a restaurant. I love
All you have to do is own a bar.
that industry.
Well,
I
you could
love
work for
the
Goldie's
atmosphere.
Grill.
I love it all. It's just out of whack.
Well,
I don't
and
know how to
yet-
change it, but
and yet we're
if you're gonna
seeing-
charge for that stuff, damn, deliver it.
Well, they're wholesale prices, though. We see restaurants go out of business all the time, and then when they reveal what their wholesale prices have done, You know, it's
Like what it costs them to get you that meal.
exactly. Then what they're doing is,
Yeah.
you know, trying to keep their margins up, trying to stay in business.
But
I
they,
understand
they do
it,
get
and-
it. The alcohol is where they get it.
The
I mean,
alcohol is where they make their money, and they're
'cause
getting
that
smaller
cost-
on those pours, and they're charging way more.
Yeah, but they put an umbrella on it, and they put a fire in it,
I
and
hear
they,
you,
they
man.
charge you $37 for it because it's called something fancy.
And again, I will pay for it. Just pour me a proper cocktail.
So I was a bartender, which is my favorite job, ironically.
Mm.
I did it for 4 whole months. It was while I was in college, but I did it in England where they have measured shots. Like
Yes.
I didn't have to do anything.
Right.
Like they're
still do.
they're pre-poured, and so you literally put the cup under it, and it pours out the measured shot. So I had no control really, unless it was my friends. Then they would get the cup twice. So that took that whole thing right out of it. I mean, and I was like, really? That's kind of the fun of it. Was like, Tom Cruise cocktail, hippie shake
That
stuff.
must have been
like,
fun.
Yeah, I
You have a
loved
good
it.
time?
Oh, it was the best job ever.
Was it a pub? Like
Yeah.
a classic
Yeah.
English
Yep,
pub?
dart boards and
Really?
all the things. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was great. Loved it.
Did you pour a good? I mean
For my
Guinness.
friends.
I know Guinness isn't like truly UK. It's more Irish, but
No,
it's hugely
no,
popular. Could you pour
huge.
a good?
Oh yeah.
because
pint
there's
of
an art
Guinness?
to it.
Yes, yes.
And,
Yeah.
and the beer, I had to learn that one because that one foams up so
Okay.
fast. It was crazy. But the beer in England is served at room temperature.
Oh.
And they only refrigerate the imported beer, which was Budweiser and Miller Lite.
Yeah.
So the American beer was in a fridge, but all the like Foster's Lager and Newcastle and Guinness, all room temperature.
That's
And that's-
interesting.
I'll
how it
never
was.
understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So yeah. Anyway.
All right. So, for anyone looking to have a sweet treat with no sugar,
Yes.
Okay.
it
Woo!
says here that Oreo has you covered.
says here.
For the first time in the U.S., Oreo will begin to sell zero sugar cookies. It's part of its permanent lineup. The company will now be selling regular and double stuff sugar-free cookies.
Yes.
The ingredients, well, they say they won't have any aspartame, so that's good. Company
All right.
leaders say they will rely on sweetening from maltitol, polydextrose, and sucralose. The cookies will be available nationwide starting next month.
Yeah. All right. I'll try those.
So, if they're sugar-free, I don't know. You're gonna have to educate me, Sharon, on this. If they are sugar-free, does that mean that they are calorie-free also? Is that or is that
No.
not necessarily
No.
true?
Because
No.
carbs have calories.
Yeah.
So, but carbs come from sugars, right?
Well, there's also
if they're sugar-free.
fats. There's oils
Fats,
and
okay.
stuff in the cookies,
Right,
and
right.
yeah, I don't.
So they're
know.
probably not calorie-free.
No.
And you're not. You don't.
Not a
Like,
believer.
do you-
Are you not a believer?
Okay, so let me ask you this: what do you think is healthier? What do you think? What would you feed your child if you had to? The sugar-free Oreo or the regular Oreo?
I'd actually have to do a deeper dive. I don't know what are the
Yeah.
regular Oreos sweetened with high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, right. Yeah,
If
I
it's
don't know.
that, then I'd probably opt for the sugar
For the sugar-free one.
Yeah. I'm not going there. I'm not.
McCormick is looking to spice things up come the new year. The Spice Maker
trying to get me in
recently
trouble.
announced its 2026 flavor of the year. It's black currant. Company leaders say they expect to see the tart berry become even more popular in American dishes and drinks. Drinks, Todd. McCormick says the popularity has already grown along with the concept of attainable opulence. Google it, no idea. This is where Americans
you're about to
are
explain.
treating themselves to small extravagances in today's tough economy. The company's executive chef says the berry can elevate dishes and take them from simple to spectacular. There you go. Favorites? You guys have a go-to ingredient or spice?
I mean, all of them.
But is there one that you would like? If you're cooking, you reach for that one more than
Well,
others.
salt. I mean, I just love salt.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But well, it depends. Like, if I'm cooking with sweet stuff, almond extract, like I put it in brownie mix, like just your store-bought box brownie mix. You add a little almond extract to it, and it really elevates it. It's awesome. Smoked paprika, I like for more savory dishes.
Do you have anything that kind of goes with everything? like a catch-all one.
Well, I mean, garlic powder
Garlic
is
powder.
one of those ones
you
that
took that word out. You took that out of my mouth.
elevates almost everything,
Agreed.
right?
Yep.
That helps.
Yep.
I'm a huge rosemary fan. I like crushed rosemary, like with potatoes or carrots or chicken, or it goes
it's
with
very
a lot.
versatile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garlic powder. You're right though.
It's you cannot
Salt,
live
pepper,
without
garlic
it.
powder.
Yeah.
I'd have to look up
If
the
you have
ingredients
nothing
for
else, you
mine.
can
Yep.
kind of do that.
I didn't
You
know
don't.
that was a great
I know
call.
the name of the I just don't know what's in it. It's called Camp Mix.
Okay.
It's got garlic, onion, salt, pepper, celery salt. But it's meat, it's veggies, it's white meat, red meat, fish.
Any protein.
It's super versatile,
Sweet.
and anything you put on. But like veggies, like we used to use a lot of that Lowry salt, the red.
Yeah, Lowry's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friends call it
Wait,
the
don't
devil
get-
the
oh,
devil
shoot.
salt.
I wanted to hear those ingredients again.
Okay.
Because it sounds exactly like what I put in Bloody Marys, actually.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
well, and it said Bloody
Right?
Marys.
Yeah, you're right.
With the celery salt and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it's great. It was hard to find. I found a butcher that sold it. Then the butcher closed. I'm like, no.
no.
So like any
Amazon?
good American, went on Amazon and found it. And then I did find it locally too. On the Vine has it.
there you go.
It's great. I use it for everything, and my kids love it. Like it just doesn't change. It just makes it better.
You know
So
what's
you
funny?
can't really taste it. Like, oh, what is that? But like, it just does make it better. You can
Right.
tell when you don't use it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, my
It
mom.
does say it's used in Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
Even
Perfect.
in Bloody Marys.
Oh, it does say
Yeah,
that.
that's so
yeah.
funny.
That's a lot
potatoes,
of what
like
I put in
literally
there.
everything. Super versatile. Can't mix.
Huh, interesting. My mom, who was the cook in our house, didn't really use spices much.
Really?
It was like salt, pepper, garlic powder, and maybe oregano.
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's all you really need.
Well, I don't know.
You like the rose?
I like to. I mean, my spice cabinet is pretty
huge.
stocked. I like to use a lot of herbs and spices and try new things and try new recipes with them and stuff.
I did a cheat code with. So I love everything bagels, like as a bagel, but I don't love picking all that stuff out of your mouth, and you got seeds everywhere, and then you can't like.
Because Trader Joe's has the everything.
A
Right.
lot of places do now.
Seasoning. You can
Yeah.
just sprinkle
Trader
on whatever you
Joe's
want.
started it,
they
everything
did.
but the bagel, and
Yeah.
now a lot of places carry it.
So
Yeah.
I did it with garlic salt because I like that flavor. So I would just take a plain bagel and then butter it, obviously,
and then throw some garlic salt?
pinches of garlic salt on it. I'm
Perfect.
like, there you go.
Yeah.
creates the
It's
same
like
flavor
good-
too.
yeah, yeah,
but you're
and
missing
good
like the
combination.
sesame seeds and stuff. I like the sesame seeds a lot.
Or like every once in a while you get like the rye seed or the celery salt, the celery seed.
Yeah.
Which is also, it's got like just a little
bite to it.
Yeah, a little bite, little
Yep.
licoricey taste to it, which I like a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, that seasoning is so good in avocado to make avocado toast.
That's what my wife and daughter, that's like their lunch every day is avocado toast with that
seasoning,
on
everything
it.
but the bagel
Everything
seasoning.
but the bagel
yeah,
seasoning.
maybe a little lime juice.
Yep.
So good.
Yep.
So good. Oh my gosh, we're getting hungry now.
I knew this was gonna happen.
We're going to continue talking about food though because
Okay.
Grubhub has released its own report of the most popular foods of this year. Oh, interesting. The annual report is made based on the millions of orders placed on Grubhub. Company reps say the theme this year was food maxing. Okay, they say they saw trends in orders where people were looking for maximum nutritional value and functional payoff. So some of the rising stars of that year would be beans, tinned fish.
That's your thing, Sharon.
No, I like
I thought you liked
sardines.
sardines.
I do, but I don't think that's what they mean. There's other
I know what you mean.
kinds,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
that have become super popular, like
Yeah.
from Japan or something maybe.
Yeah.
And protein labeled items. That's along with chicken and eggs. Matcha and drinks with cold foam were also top orders this year. So there you go.
That must be why Starbucks has that
The
new-
matcha thing.
That plus
The matcha
they started
frappuccino.
like a protein
loves that.
a protein.
Oh, right, the protein
addition.
shot that you
Yeah.
can get in the drinks
It's
now.
either I don't know if it's in the foam or if it's a shot in the drink, but they added protein.
Yep.
I
You
don't
can add protein.
know who the marketing director is for Starbucks, but whatever they make, you should triple their salary.
Yep.
We talk about
So
Starbucks
delicious.
All
the
the
time.
time.
Their stuff is delicious.
No, but they have this
they're-
brilliant marketing
They do.
campaign with like, oh, we got
It's
the teddy
similar to
bear
like an
cups.
apple. They're trendsetters.
I mean, my golly.
they blaze.
Like
What
they
color are their
say
cups
something
is
and
a big
everybody's
thing.
just
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm like, oh my God. Like Apple markets, like you can't live without Apple because they own our lives. Yeah. So that's a little more necessity.
It's true.
Starbucks, they just get you. Like their marketing people are the best in the world. Like they can get you to freak out about a teddy bear cup. Oh, we can't get the teddy bear cup. Like, okay. Like 2 weeks ago, you didn't even know what it was.
I don't need it, but
now you have to have it.
Seriously, it's one of those things that'll end up in the back of the shelf, and you won't even know it's there.
So now they brought it back, but they hooked it with some marketing campaign where you've got to enter this thing, and then you could win a teddy bear cup. It's
like a contest, right? Yes. So you have to buy a whole bunch of stuff to
right,
be in the contest.
And people are going to do it because they're insane.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy.
My golly.
So when you order out, do you have what do you usually get? I mean, pizza, obviously, right? People order pizza a lot, but
I've actually been making pizza a lot at home.
I like making pizza.
It's so easy to do, and it's like it's a very affordable meal to make too, which doesn't take that much time or effort. Like I don't know, it's just very easy. I don't have a pizza oven.
So you're not ordering out a lot, is what you're saying?
No, I mean we like.
But if you're gonna order, like, what do you guys?
Are you talking about takeout, Sharon? You're talking about takeout?
Yeah. Takeout or delivery?
We actually don't do much takeout or delivery. We don't.
Yeah.
If we do anything, we go out to a restaurant,
right?
And maybe we do that twice a month, somewhere along those lines. And the kids, if we're in the car and we're driving to, I don't know where, we'll stop at, McDonald's or something once in a while, like a couple times a month, or Chick-fil-A or something. But as far as takeout goes, not much. I haven't found a good Chinese place.
That's my food.
I know. I mean, there's one, but it's more of a restaurant eat-in place than it is like a takeout.
See, I can't bring my family to a restaurant.
Well, you have too many. It's too expensive. It's $1,000 for you.
Well, it's not. It's more about behavior,
Oh.
and it's mental health. So I have found multiple fantastic Japanese, Chinese food restaurants, and they bring it to me, and I don't have to do anything, and I just pay for it, and I sit there, and it's worth every penny.
I've found quite a few too, and the great thing about that kind of food is that
there are ones I would never do again. So there is a definite list of some where I'm not happy, and then I found the ones that are insane.
Well, I need that list.
Yeah,
I need your short list.
Very, very good.
I have a list also. They're good, and the good thing about that food is that if you have leftovers, it keeps well and reheats. And
we always order more than we could possibly need.
Yeah,
because we're going to eat it for 3 days.
And there are a lot of people who don't do leftovers, like my wife really doesn't eat leftovers. My kids don't really eat leftovers. My kids don't eat leftovers.
Chinese
it drives
food's
me nuts.
better the next day.
But I do.
I'm surprised you allowed that to happen.
It's more my
somehow.
Wife.
Okay, sorry. I didn't just say that. It's all good. It's okay. The world is going to continue. I'm sorry. Sorry.
So there's a positive, because then I get all the leftover food.
Okay.
So it's fine. It is somewhat frustrating though, like when I'm the one who makes dinner every night for the kids. I don't make it for Rach because she eats later. But if there's like leftover pizza in the fridge, they won't eat it, and it's like, come on, that's an easy meal. Now I gotta friggin' think of something.
Right, we literally just made it yesterday. It's like 4 weeks old.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you like eat the pizza, just scrape off the mold.
Right.
I mean, it's fresh. It's good to go.
No,
I'm with you, man.
I know.
There's nothing to eat. I'm sorry. Here, look.
Yes, there is.
In any one of our 9 refrigerators, and I guarantee you there's food in all of them.
Sure.
So,
you remember
but I don't want
half of mac and cheese that you left on the stove yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, that's in the fridge, and you can eat that. Well, I
had that yesterday.
That's the answer. I had it yesterday.
Actually, I had half of it yesterday. So you can complete the process today.
That is what they say too. It's like, well, I had that yesterday.
If you have a no waste gene or trigger,
drives me nuts.
I do too, guys. I get it. I get it.
Spill out a half a can of juice or half a bottle of Gatorade or a half a can of soda.
They're sitting
on
the
why
counter.
am I buying this?
Exactly.
You're drinking half of it. So then I started buying the little mini bottles and the mini things, and like. I go, yeah, but you finished it, didn't you? I'm not dumping it out. All right, so food is a major part of all cultures, and now Italy is celebrating its food culture with a first-of-its-kind designation. Italy's national cuisine has become the world's first entire culinary style to be awarded UNESCO status. It is the United Nations cultural body, and with this status, the agency recognizes Italian cooking culture is part of the world's intangible cultural heritage. The designation is meant to honor Italians and all of their national identity. Other nominees up for the status this year included Swiss yodeling and Chilean family circuses. So,
Okay.
there you go.
Have you heard of a Chilean family circus? What
Yeah,
is
it's like the circus profession, like the flying Yolendos from Chile. Like it's what they're known for. Like Italy's known for food.
Why are you laughing?
I think he just
Because she's
made up
seen
that
the flying Yolendos.
name.
No, but like certain cultures have traditions, and for them it's the circus business. So
Okay.
that's what kind of they're known for. Italy's known for its food.
I didn't know that Chile was known for
Very,
I
very,
didn't know that
very
either.
famous
I
acrobats.
mean, I've heard of the yodelers.
Yep.
I honestly couldn't have said, though, like it's, I mean, I might have said Austrian. I don't know.
Oh, you didn't know that was like a Swiss thing?
I mean, I probably would have guessed it, but not definitely. I certainly would have said Chile for the circus
people?
Yeah.
But I would have said, I mean, Italian food. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you know.
Now we know.
And now we know this, because last week, GameStop held its very first ever Trade-in Anything Day. Very popular. The company received more than 80,000 trade-ins. Customers were able to trade in pretty much anything, and then they got a $5 store credit that could be used towards store merchandise, video games, and more. So the only requirement was the items had to fit in a 20 by 20 inch box. People got pretty creative with what they submitted. So here's a few of them. One customer brought in a taxidermied bobcat.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious because when we first started
Here it is.
talking
He said
about
no
this,
live animals.
no live animals, remember? And we were like,
yes.
why would they have to even say that?
Right.
But then we said, but taxidermied is okay. And so somebody actually did
How
it.
does that fit in a
That's-
20
That did
inch
not fit in the box.
Sorry.
That looks
No.
huge.
It wasn't a 20 by 20 feet. It's 20 by 20 inches.
They made an exception for that
Yeah.
one, clearly.
The company got a speed limit sign, also not fitting in a 20-inch box.
Also not legal
Also-
to steal one
Somebody
of those.
stole a sign for $5. There you go.
Gosh.
Somebody donated a framed dog
Okay.
portrait.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go for $5.
That's kind of cool.
Also not fitting in a 20-inch box.
How many?
Nothing has fit in a box so far.
That's a great point. They haven't.
20 inches. Come on. It's not even 2 feet.
How many boxes could you submit? Could you unlimited?
I believe one.
Oh, only
You're
one
allowed
each.
to do this once. I don't know how they kept track of that. Like, you go to all the different GameStops.
Did any of your children do it?
We did not partake in the trade.
Did they know about it?
They did not.
There you go. There's your answer. All right, it is Thursday, speaking of pets, and it's time to take a look at some photos and videos you guys submitted, beginning with this. This is Fergus. Fergus is a handsome kitty.
Yeah.
Love the little tufts on the ears.
On the ear, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he looks well groomed too. I think Fergus is well taken care of.
Probably not an outdoor cat. Probably an indoor cat.
Yeah, yep, that would be my guess. All right, up next we have a snuggly duo, Milo and Leo. That is so cute when they do that, isn't it? Yeah.
I love when the cats snuggle. I actually love it when the dogs and the cat snuggle together, because my cat will sleep on top of my golden. And it's like the best picture every day. I'm like, oh.
Do you ever take the picture?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That is cute.
Very cute.
Maybe I'll submit one. Sleepy kitties seem to be the theme here, because here's Red snuggling with his little sloth friend.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. All right, and we have Squeaky. Looks like something out of frame has Squeaky's attention right there.
Really funny.
That is a great picture.
Yeah.
My kids take the funniest pictures of our cats. They
cat.
just get like the weirdest angles and stuff. Kind of like that. Oh, Squeaky, very cute.
We got a little guy ready to go for Christmas named Comet, all cozy in the holiday PJs.
Oh my gosh, I love the dog PJs that are so popular right now.
His name's Comet. It's his season.
There you go.
And we got Smarty Marty also dressed up here. Little bow tie. Oh my goodness. Looking sharp, Smarty
Yeah,
Marty.
like an old man.
I know, right?
It's like
Totally.
a little Shih Tzu.
Very cute. All right, thank you to everyone who submitted your photos. Feel free to keep them coming. Keep those videos coming too. You can send them to thelastcup@newscentermaine.com. All right, we'll take our first break here. When we get back, we'll see what album from this year is finishing in the top spot on the Billboard charts.